Hi, my name is Kate. I'm 21 years old, I'm English, and I'm currently in America. This was my experience for the IMAX 3D showing of Avatar. Watching Avatar in 3D is the only way you'll be cross-eyed and happy. Everything started out pretty normal. Everyone settled down, put on their 3D glasses, and tucked into their snacks. It wasn't until almost 3/4 of the way through the movie that I noticed the woman who was sitting 2 seats to my left. The reason I noticed her is because she was deeply involved in the story. She was a larger lady, I'd say late 30s, had a very bad haircut and a monobrow. Didn't look the best in the glasses out of everyone in the cinema, but she was most certainly enjoying the movie more than anyone else. You remember that moment when our pilot went rogue and refused to shoot down Hometree? And a little while later she returns covered in war paint and fires upon her own people. Monobrow lady? She liked that. I suddenly felt my seat moving, so looked to the left to see what the disturbance was. Monobrow lady was jumping up and down in her seat, squealing and clapping her hands. When she turned to look at me to see if I approved of this behaviour, I quickly looked back at the screen. Another moment I remember fondly was when there was the love scene. It doesn't matter who you are or which gender, everyone's always a little bit uncomfortable when the characters make love. At this particular moment, since it was my second screening and knew exactly what was going to happen, I took another chance to look at Monobrow lady. She looked pretty happy to be witnessing what was going on the screen, which made me feel a little bit dirty, so I continued to watch the movie and left her alone for a little while. However, when the action started for the climax of the film, I didn't watch most of it because Monobrow lady was definitely keeping my attention. There's an explosion. Loads of things blow up and someone is hurt. I look across my left shoulder. Monobrow lady is actually crying. The tears slowly running down her chubby cheeks. I felt bad. She was in here watching this movie alone. There was no one to hold her hand. Another explosion. A fight is going on between the good guys and the bad guys, and the bad guys currently have the upper hand. I look over my left shoulder at Monobrow lady, and she is tightly gripping the seat with her buttocks. Even an earthquake couldn't shift her. It's coming to the end of the film now. Everyone's a little sad that it's ending, but it looks like it might be a happy one. So instead of watching the screen, because like I said I already know what's going to happen, I turn and watch the lady for the remainder of the film. She's managed to push herself further back in the chair than I've ever seen anyone push themselves back. She's holding onto the armrest with her left hand, and her right hand is wiping away yet more tears. She's smiling, but she's crying. And she's also making these strange noises. It sounds kind of like a sick goat. It's the end. The Avatar title shows up on the screen and everyone starts picking up their bags and coats. I look across to Monobrow lady, who is not doing the same. She is still sitting down, wet tissues in hand, clapping and crying. I almost started clapping with her, but I didn't want her thinking that I'd like to be friends. But I just wanted to tell you, Monobrow lady, that you were fantastic. I really enjoyed watching you, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed the film because I did too. May we meet again in another movie theatre. Perhaps I can watch you cry just one more time. And don't forget, next time you're in the cinema, check it out for your very own Monobrow lady. She'll be sitting somewhere in the middle, overweight, one eyebrow, and be alone. Share your candy with her or simply give her a big old hug, because she is one awesome lady.